We believe that the world of tomorrow is going to be enabled by AI in its diverse forms. And you would have heard about Gen AI and the impact that it is going to make to the global social order. As part of our initiative to make the adoption of AI simpler, TechM has come with a holistic solution approach called Amplify, zero to infinity. And as part of the Amplify go-to-market vision, Amplify is to enable what we call as computer vision AI to be enabled better to users and consumers. Let me simplify it for you. So when we look at a conventional development cycle, it goes through multiple phases. At a very rudimentary phase, we need to design the system for which data is not available. And in the world of machine learning, the data needs to be enhanced, it needs to be special, it needs to be contextual. And now we are seeing, a multimodal kind of data required across text, data, images, video. So we have launched a service as part of the Vision Amplify framework called Data as a Service, where we are simulating, basically using AI for AI to simulate data. The next phase of the design comes the development phase, where again, how do you make use of technologies like Gen AI to have source code data generation? The next part is the more difficult part, is training the model itself, which is the LLM model that you need to adopt. So as we see, each step of a development cycle in the adoption of machine learning, AI, automation is very complex. So the entire platform that we enable through Vision Amplify is to simplify this journey for our customers and enable them for faster and easier adoption of AI. Tech Mahindra has always been a digital first company. Our whole motto is to enable our customers not only to be digital first, but digitally native. We have organized our business into 5 prominent business lines. Of course, starting with digital and digitally enabling our customer, connectivity, engineering, processes, and cloud. Because we believe that these 5 technologies are going to fundamentally shape the organization. And then supplementing them very keenly is the verticals. So we focus on a number of verticals, with telecom being one of the most prominent. 50% of our revenues come from telecom as a sector. We do focus on manufacturing, banking, financial services, retail, pharma, life sciences, public sector, to name a few. So the whole adoption and the philosophy for the company is, one, internally reinvent ourselves so that we become digitally relevant for the customers of tomorrow. And second is enable our customers and organizations to lead with the digital. And the idea is to lead with the vertical and back it up with technology. And so that is the mantra for Tech Mahindra and our philosophy, both internally and market facing. Let me start with the positive of Middle East and Africa, because we believe that Middle East and Africa provides plethora of opportunities considering the state of digital adoption that we are seeing. Some of the world's fastest 5G networks have come out in the Middle East. The world's smartest cities are getting developed in the Middle East. The world's best infrastructure that would enable a digitally enabled future are coming out of Middle East. So Middle East itself is throwing a plethora of opportunities for the future to emerge. In fact, we are seeing a phenomenon as what Professor Govindraj once said is reverse innovation. So it's the developing nations that are leading the innovation and giving it back to the developed world. So I think Middle East is leading that front. Africa also has immense potential. The amount of fiber that is to be laid in Africa so that the connectivity and the basic data needs can reach to the last mile of grassroots is being charted out and planned out. The importance of that is not just for ensuring that the countries in Africa are digitally enabled, but imagine the amount of upliftment it has on society, be it education, be it healthcare, be it the basic social strata upliftment that comes by adoption of these digital technologies. Not to mention, I think the world's highest adoption of digital money happens in Africa. So many of these countries are just right and opportune for getting into the next phase and accelerating the development. From a Tech Mahindra perspective, we are investing very heavily in the Middle East and Africa markets. We are setting up our development centers. In fact, we have announced our development centers in Saudi Arabia, in Oman, Egypt, South Africa, Kenya, and Nigeria. And we are ensuring that we are also bringing in a lot of localization, where we are training the youth to be more digitally empowered, and so that they can give back to society. And TechM also contributes in the upliftment of the work that they are doing and to the nation as a whole.